Hey guys, it's Little After here. So I'm actually talking about a book that I just finished reading, which is called Reality is Broken. It's actually a New York Times bestseller. And the reason why I picked up this book is that for those of you who follow my channel, you obviously know that I like video games. And I was really struggling with the concept of are video games really valuable in your life, because most people tend to think video games are a waste of time. And basically, I do agree with that to a certain degree, but I was trying to seek justification in my mind as to where video games can be beneficial. Even though I think it's a fantastic hobby, there are people who I think who do get carried away with this. So for the most part, I enjoyed this book. It has some really good points to bring up. Is it a deep and thorough discussion as to how video games are superior to other activities? No, not necessarily. I think it just plays a stronger argument because people tend to go against video games and thinking it's a waste of time, and so it brings up some different points on how video games, basically are part of our need for social interaction when you're playing RPGs, or also gaming itself. The ability to challenge ourselves and feel a sense of reward is also important. Now, after reading this book, even though I play games, I do believe video games can still be a waste of time when you don't use that time with discretion. I mean, to me, in my personal opinion, video games is a great way to be able to disengage yourself after a hard day of work, to be able to zone out for an hour and forget about all the things that you do in your day-to-day life. I think video games are great for that. Is it better than some other activities, like say playing sports, or in my case I do martial arts? I would prefer to spend that time to do martial arts or read or enlighten my mind. So no, I don't think video games are necessarily better in that respect, but I think this game basically goes against the grain where most people in society tend to knock video games, and it gives some interesting points on how to give it a little bit more positive of a light. Is it an all-convincing argument that everyone should go out and play video games? Absolutely not. I still think, even though video games is something I enjoy, it has to be played with discretion. Like most things, you have to make sure you don't get addicted to it and lose focus with regular life. So, good book. Gives a different perspective on video games. Is it something that's going to completely change the way we think about video games? Probably not, but it does give some different ideas as to looking at the other side of the coin, which society tends to look down on video games, and basically it does point out there is some benefit to it. So I think I give this book overall about a 7 out of 10. It's original in its content, and it's original with its ideas. It's definitely worth looking at if you're a gamer. So if anyone ever says, you're wasting your life playing video games, you can pull out some arguments from this book here. So it's probably worth your while in that respect. So, turn off those video games, turn off your PS3, your Xbox, and read a book. Check it out.